Before we start the video, I would just like to say that this update is still fire even after everything that occurred, and this is no hate to ALS. This is just my opinion on the update. I still loved it and think it was a fire update for one of my favoriteest animes on my favoriteest games. Now, with all that being said, let's get into the actual video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on ALS for another update, being the Gurren Lagann Simon Godly release update. And there is so much things to say about this update. It really wasn't... I really wanted this update to be way better than it actually came out. But I think that, in theory, this was ALS's best update yet. But before I get into all that, I'm just gonna in the background be grinding for Simon Godly, which I will drop in another video. So I just got to get Lord Genome and grind for Anti-Spiral's upgrade material. So I'll be doing that in the back while I just yap away. Okay, so first things first, the amount of bugs and lagging from just the main parts of the actual update alone, being the spiral trial breach or whatever you want to call it, was actually insane. Like, the game physically was unplayable, especially if you had Lelouch with you. Like, your game would just crash and you would just get disconnected. It happened to my friends when we were like grinding the spiral trials, which is like insane. And this was for the first couple of hours, I believe, and it was just like outrageous because like nothing could be done. And it was like, because you still had to figure out how to actually beat it with your team while dodging the boss and while also lagging. So that was a very painful experience, especially with how tedious this update is, which I will get to in a minute. The second thing was they were in maintenance, I'm pretty sure, for about 24 hours, and the main part of the event still got, like, the bug still got passed through. Like, I don't understand how we like didn't catch that. And then the update was delayed, I guess because normally it would drop on a weekend, and they were making it seem like it was going to drop that weekend. And then Saturday, nothing. Sunday, they're in testing. And then we get like a scheduled time for Monday, 3 p.m. and nothing drops. And then it drops like 2-3 hours later, and nothing is functioning. So, yeah. And apparently, according to Ilnif, or whatever her name is, right after the developers finished with what they were doing, they all, I guess, were like drained and tired, fair enough, and just went to sleep and really didn't like check for bugs, which is kind of insane because, you know, coding is like very meticulous and a lot of things could go wrong with literally the click of a button. So that is also what led to a couple of bugs. And like the main part that got me was they dropped a Gurren Lagann update and didn't even add my boy Kamina or Kitan. It's like dropping a Naruto edit and not a Naruto edit, dropping a Naruto update and not dropping Sasuke as well, or a One Piece update and not dropping Zoro, but you drop Luffy. But they added Kamina City, so it was like they were paying tribute, but they didn't add him, which is like also like crazy to me. Or Kitan, which is even worse because they added Kitan's siblings, 2 out of the 4 black siblings, but they couldn't add the main black sibling. It's like they added the side character to the side character, which is so insane to like me personally. It would have been really cool. Like, they could have done so many things with Kamina or Kitan as well, because they were more prominent characters to the actual show than the other two. And Nia would have been a cool character as well. I was kind of sad when I didn't see Nia, but at least they got a skin, so I'm not mad at it. And then yeah, the update was like, as I was saying, the update was really tedious because it was like a run would have been 12 minutes to complete a run. If you were doing like True Dragon God, Rimuru, it would take about 12 minutes to complete one run. And you have to do it 10 times and 15 times if you're unlucky to get anti-spiral, and I think it's either 20 or 25 times if you didn't have Simon before from the Halloween event to get his upgrade material, which is insane, by the way. Thankfully, they did actually fix all the bugs. I know I'm talking crazy, but props on their side. They did actually fix all the bugs. I'm pretty sure, like, they dropped the anti-spirals boss from 999 trillion health, which is insane, to 750 trillion. Removed the VFX, so like if you have VFX turned off, you wouldn't see the VFX, and just made everything run pretty smoother. So props on that. But yeah, even though it was pretty negative for most of it, I think that in theory, on paper, this could have been like their best update yet, because there was just like so much actual great content, but their delivery was just so buns because of how much like stuff went wrong. The double traits is like really a cool addition if you want to keep your characters in meta, which I don't know why people were so pressed about it, because they literally said it wouldn't affect you like at all unless you wanted to keep one of your characters in meta. So I don't really see why that was such a big issue. But yeah, they had pretty nice QOLs as well, as they always do. It was just a pretty solid update as well. It was very interactive. That was pretty cool to see. They made it so that you can't just like sit down and macro everything, which is nice. But what I would say is that they had like a good list of characters, especially like you have Anti-Spiral, the biggest, baddest boss of the entire anime, and you had Lord Genome, and you had Yoko, and they just like didn't use any of the characters. They were all just kind of to get Simon, which is just, I feel like such a waste of units. But overall, pretty good update. I'll give it like a 6 out of 10. It could have been better if there wasn't so many bugs, but yeah, I will be dropping a video on Simon's like character and showcasing him later. But with all that being said and done, AV the Legend out. Don't forget to like and subscribe.